Peace. Benwah Kenobi. Act like you know me. Well, Gifted Enigma, that was never like my rap name or nothing. That's my art shit. So I ran with a crew, I still do, called GE. It was just kind of like a play on words, I guess. I don't know. So Gifted Enigma just came along out of that, really, just the letters G and the E together. Well, graffiti, I kind of grew up around people who were like writing graffiti, and I kind of going back and forth to New York because my uncle lives down in New York. So going back and forth between there, I'd see it down there, and then I come back up here and I start noticing shit. And then I was just like, it was just always the curiosity of like, who is that? What do they have permission to do that? How do they get up there and paint some shit? You know what I mean? Like just all that combined, it was just the curiosity of it. The one thing I really love about graffiti is like you see a tag and you build this like mental image of like what this person might look like, what his style might be, this, that, and the third. But then when you meet them in person, 9 times out of 10, it's dead opposite of what you thought. First piece of graffiti I really noticed up here was on the old Wellington Hotel. This was like early 2000s. To me, it was the mystique of it. Like, who are these people that come by in the middle of the night and write on shit? And like, do they have permission to do it? How do they get up there? How do they get their paint? All that, just all those questions.
What makes something illicit? What makes something complicit? What makes an advertisement so okay to be in our face every day, even distracting me on a point where I can't drive?
Yeah.
And what makes that any different than a piece of graffiti where I might actually enjoy that?
Right.
I might actually have some mystique that sparks the curiosity that then moves me to do something productive, not just spend my fucking money.
Well, the benefits is just how standout it is. Like, not a lot of people have my voice. You know what I mean? So that would be the benefit. The bad part about it, the disadvantage of it is like, this is the loudest I go. So like, I can't yell. So if I'm in a crowd and I'm trying to talk to someone, like it'll come off like I'm screaming at you, but I'm not really trying to scream at you. It's just, you're not gonna be able to hear me if I don't fucking project my shit. There wouldn't be no war. That's for sure. And if there was war, it'd be over something that's actually justifiable, not just like money. We're all souls trapped in this cheap meat suit. Hey, we're all in this together, kind of. What difference does it make that? There's some imaginary line that some rich dude wrote, and he said, "This is my land now, so you can't come over here," or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we're literally floating on a rock in space, going around a fucking fireball. I'll tell you what, when I was in a coma, some of the dreams that I had or just visions I had were fucking wild, for sure. I don't know if it was actual astral projection or what, but probably, you know what I mean? And one thing that's crazy that happened was the doctors told my family, like, the best thing you could do, one of the best things you could do is put together like a playlist of music and just have it playing nonstop, because music stimulates the brain and creates different neural pathways and whatnot. So they put together this playlist, and there was this one fucking Johnny Cash song. It's called One Piece at a Time. And I forget the exact words, but the premise of it is the dude worked for like a Lincoln factory putting together cars, and he wanted a Lincoln, but he couldn't afford one. So he like, each day he took like one piece of a Lincoln over the course of years. And then at the end, he put the Lincoln together, and he was talking about how like the fender was from like a 62, and then the doors were from like a 71, or, you know what I mean? Like, so I remembered that. And I remember brief moments I just like opened my eyes real quick before I was really awake. Just open my eyes and I see like, you know, my mother at the end of the bed, or my father, my brother, or something like that. So I don't know if that would be lucid dreaming or astral projection or anything like that, but it was a crazy experience nonetheless. My next album, I want to say it's going to be called Chrysalis, but I'm not decided on that yet. Shout out to my man Juice Mega. Definitely shout out Juice Mega. Anyone else, shout out everybody out here just doing their thing. My goal in my music is to get you to think differently and to look at something from a new lens and observe life differently. Like, I never even thought about it like that. Or I never even thought of anything of that nature, or looked at it through this lens or whatever. Like, that's my goal, is to get you to just kind of open your mind up and just be like, Or another one of my goals for sure is to say something And I say it's so ill that now you got to know what the hell I'm talking about, and you go research, and then you learn what the hell I'm talking about, and then you learn something. Yo, shout out Fresh New Show. Peace, love, everything, bro.
Did it look good or did it cut off your head?
Nah, I think it looked good.
All right, hell yeah. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely, you already.
My mind works differently. And you ain't getting rid of me. Physical returns, soul be infinity. I'm a gift from the heavens, the rhyme reverend. Without effort, I walk along narrow path victory. You quick color, I'm Montana Belton. I never drop dead when my pants drop like Nelson. Rockefeller wrote a papyrus.